Okay, here we are once again talking about this literal giant shit stain of a story related to the Epstein list. They don't want to release it. They're not even trying their best to cover up. They probably just hired some random ass dude who barely knew editing software and did all that shit. But now the problem is like, who are you protecting? I'm glad the public has not let this shit go. Because, dude, I'm glad everyone's talking about this. Like, we're literally weaponizing the internet in order to keep this story alive against whatever they say. We're not gonna be like, we're not gonna have this thrown under the rug. But long story short, what happened with Epstein was that when they showed us the video, they spliced it in Adobe Premiere Pro. They put two videos together, then they modified it. And the worst part about it was they said we would get raw and enhanced footage. Raw and enhanced would just mean that they would enhance the quality and leave the rest of it untouched. But it was edited multiple times with two different videos spliced together and then thrown at us like we're supposed to accept it. And then some random ass people looked at the metadata and were able to find it was modified on Adobe. That shit crazy. Some random ass people. But anyways, I'm glad they did. The thing is, who the hell are they covering it up for? The longer this goes, the worse it looks. Cause like this is not a small scale issue. This is something big that the public needs to know. Like, look, I get it. You want to protect somebody, but here's the easily the best way of doing it. Everybody on that list that you can tell is a victim, write their names and say these guys are victims. Everyone else say, we're not sure if they're pedophiles, but we're not sure if they're not pedophiles. Let's just release it that way. There you go. The people decide for themselves if you're really that unsure. And this sucks. It's one of those things where this man literally had a golden last month. And then he put this shit stain on top of that tower of actually very, very good things happening, of so many promises that he actually kept. And now this is the one he can't. This is just a giant shit stain. They went back on their word. They're doing everything possible to cover it up. Nobody's gonna be able to hold them accountable. Because it's the FBI, the DOJ, like these people don't get held accountable. These people hold other people accountable, but can't be held accountable themselves because they have the bigger guns. But anyways, like why is Trump doing this? Like think about this. Alex Jones literally became a reasonable person, a reasonable man after Trump's actions. Trump's actions have made Alex Jones go from a crazy conspiracy theorist into like a reasonable man talking. Like how the fuck do you make yourself look like the crazy person and not Alex Jones? But yeah, there's so many big ass problems with this, and two guys in the FBI are gonna leave, and I'm 100% happy that they are resigning. They said if Pam Bondi does not get removed, they're both leaving, and I 100% agree with it. They're not gonna be smeared and have shit stains all over their record just to protect whatever the fuck they're trying to do. And a lot of people I know have been throwing Pam Bondi under the bus rather than Trump. The reality is Trump defended Pam Bondi. So as bad as you think she is, he's actually on her side for some reason as well. So it's not like only her mistake. It's more like both of them are making the mistake, but Pam Bondi's taking the fallout mostly because people actually do like Trump that much. Like there's a difference between admiring someone and turning them into some kind of godlike figure that can't do no wrong. You can like someone, but you can still, when they do something terrible, call them out for it. That doesn't make you not like them as a person. That's not how it works. It's the equivalent of video games. Like you can say you love a video game, but you can say it's a little bit glitchy and undercooked. And you could, like, both those things can be true, just like this with Trump. Trump is actively hiding it for some reason. I don't know who it's for. Is it for his friends? Because all of them fucking betrayed him. Why the hell are you protecting them? If that's it. Is it for himself? Is it for Bill Clinton? Because I'm going to say it. If it was me and If it was him and Bill Clinton on the list, like he should just toss it out there and say, "Yep, here it is. Here you can have it." But this is such a horrifically bad look on Trump. Like I don't know why he's doing this. I'm gonna say it because if there was no Epstein list, he did kill himself and he was working by himself. Why is it that there was only one person involved? How do you kidnap and do things to 1,000 victims with only one person? That to me seems not plausible. Plus, the lady in jail, I forgot what her name was. She was the lady who helped traffic women to Epstein. If she wasn't a part of it, why the hell is she in jail? Why the hell is she there? Because like that already disproves that he did it by himself. He had at minimum he had 100% proven one other person with him. Plus plus the guy who flies his jet. There's a very high likelihood he knew what was happening because he was the one bringing all those women to him. But yeah, they're actively doing a terrible ass cover up for this, and we need the public pressure to keep on going. Cause I seriously don't know what is Trump trying to hide in there. Like, is it that you're on the list? Like half the people already think you're on the list. Why the fuck would it matter at this point? Just throw it out there. Just throw it out there. Half the people are never gonna believe you're not on the list. Half the people believe you're on the list and you're one of the worst person on it, while the other half, there's a high likelihood you're on the list. Dump it out and do a hard decision like that. Wow, this whole thing has been a big shit stain, man. I'm glad nobody has let it go. This is such big news because it gives such a bad idea of what's happening. Are you. Because, like, I get it. You're protecting someone from the list, but you know what? Fuck them. Fuck that person. Whoever it is, if it's your friends, if it's whoever on that list, just dump it out there and let them catch all the heat from it. I don't give a shit. Like, you should just be like, look, you guys, fuck you guys. That's it. That's what he should say. Then Pam Bondi claiming there was only 10,000 hours of CP. Like that just wouldn't make sense. Why would it only be 10,000 hours of that with no one else but Epstein in it? That doesn't seem plausible. Look, 10,000 hours is almost 417 days. That's a lot of footage, and there's a 0% chance other people weren't involved. Jeffrey Epstein had his hands in so much shit. He had so many people coming to this island. There is bound to be more than just him who knew about everything, because there already is one. The girl who was trafficking other girls to him. And Epstein liked his 14-year-olds. So like this is a bad look. Trump, just release it. Just release this shit. The more you hide it, the worse you look. Like this is gonna destroy the entire presidency you had because people aren't happy with you. And the worst part is you had such a golden last month. So amazing, and you managed to drop the ball so fucking hard. People completely forgot about everything that happened last month. And they don't give a shit about the peace in Africa. They don't give a shit about how you destroyed Iran's nuclear facility. This is all they care about right now. And it's not and everyone looking at it is not gonna stop. I 100% hope so. Also, here's a great point. Pam Bondi claims she has no knowledge of Epstein being tied to intelligence, but FBI documents from 2008 literally state Epstein provided them with information in exchange for protection from prosecution. That means he worked directly with the FBI, the intelligence agency, while trafficking minors. Bondi either didn't bother reading what's in front of her, or she's openly gaslighting everyone to the truth. They're protecting pedophiles right in front of our faces, and they think we won't notice. I 100% agree with this statement. This is gold right there. Look at that. Case agent was advised that Epstein is currently being prosecuted by the state of Florida and is complying with all the conditions of his plea with the state of Florida. Epstein has also provided information to the FBI as agreed upon. Case agent advised that no federal prosecution will occur in this matter as long as Epstein continues to uphold his agreement with the state of Florida. Case also advised that no further forfeiture assistance will be required for this case. Case agent is requested to contact writer in the event of this matter moves forward on a federal level. in that no further forfeiture related to this action is deemed necessary. This matter is requested to that stifle FF be closed. And there's this. I still I'm still pissed off about this moment.
So could you resolve whether or not
Here it is, look at that.
And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of the set?
Yeah, sure. If
Hey,
I
Pam,
could.
could I just interrupt for
Sure.
1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
Oh my god, I'm still pissed off about that response. It's been like, what, 4 days since I saw this? Dude, I'm still pissed off about it. Yeah, but this is what I mean. Where you can throw as much shade as you want on Pam Bondi, and that's the big problem with it. Which is that he needs as much shit thrown on him as her. I'm not saying you should protect her. I'm saying, if you're gonna throw this much shit at her, you also gotta throw shit on him for supporting her in whatever decision she made. Unless it was Trump's decision made and she's supporting him. Who the fuck knows? And this is what I 100% believe. Bondi, who had to pull the trigger on the Epstein files, not Bongino. Not Bongino. If this were up to Bongino, he would have released the Epstein files on day one. Exactly. I 100% agree. I like Bongino, and I'm glad that people are going on his side. Like, we need those two at the very top of the FBI. Because they would have released the list already, unfiltered, to pretty much the max extent they could. And they don't look happy either. The FBI has Jeffrey Epstein's videotape. The FBI has Seth Rich's laptop. The FBI has Huma Abedin's laptop. The FBI has Hunter Biden's laptop. The FBI hid all these items from the public. Yep. Secret police protect the guilty elites. Oh, agree, man. I fucking agree. Yep. Bongino. I 100%. I'm on Bongino's side. He deserves respect. He's not going down because if he's forced. Because think about this. If he stays here and he has to hide the Epstein files from the public for the rest of the time he's there, he's actively a part of the cover-up. That would throw his name in the shitter with everybody else. And I 100% agree with him. He should leave. He should leave to not have his name smeared of all this shit in front of him. Like, this is what I mean. You can like Trump, but you don't have to agree with everything he says. There's a difference between being a Trump meat rider and actually, like, holding him accountable for stupid shit he pulls. And this is the one time. Like, this is the one time that, like, we should hold him accountable. Because, like, look, this guy, we need guys, more guys like him, less people like her, and we need to find out the reason why Trump is even bothering to help her hide it. Like, I get it. If you're guilty, fuck it. Throw it down the drain anyways. This will help public trust in the government if you release it. This is just hurting you and your cabinet. Like, I get it. Trump's the type of guy who, he makes a decision, then he changes it, then he pulls back on it. He adjusts his decision based off of how he feels like at the time. And I 100% get it. Maybe it's necessary, but this time is too much. It's too much. You can't do shit. You have to just drop in and release it. Yep, I 100% agree with this. Yeah, because to be honest, MAGA isn't even really Democrat or Republican. MAGA was just people who supported Trump. 100% agree.
It's not executed. This is the mindset of MAGA. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat.
Exactly.
And so all of this, it all goes back to, if we don't have equal protection, if I don't trust that I'm getting the same level of constitutional rights and justice that some billionaire is getting, then I don't trust my government. And so it's bigger than just the Epstein list. It's about trusting our government. And if we don't have that, you lose all of those people, at least enough of them, to make it to where you hand the country back to the Republican elite class and the Democrat elite class that drove us into this hell that we lived in under Biden.
Final thoughts, Jack, and then Julio, really quick.
At the end of the day, look,
This is Donald Trump's movement, all right? This is his movement, and there's been a lot of signal. There's the back, there's the forth, and at the end of the day, this is a movement about justice for the things that the Biden administration, the Obama administration, that they did, okay? This is about things that they did. And for President Trump, he understands above all that all of these messes that, by the way, folks, he didn't have to do any of this. He did it because he cares about this country, he cares about the children, and he cares about the American people. And that's why we've got his back through thick and thin.
Fuck, man. That last statement about the children, man, it seems very bad knowing the Epstein file shit. I agree with pretty much all of it, but that last one, man, it can be interpreted as, yeah, maybe not. 10-minute rant said Epstein worked on behalf of the Israel government. Damn. Yeah, Tucker Carlson. Not saying anything after this. Please do not try to dox me. But last night after 04:15 count, they took him to a medical in a wheelchair in front of cuffed, but not one triage nurse says they spoke to him. Next thing we know, a trip van shows up. We do not release on weekends unless judge orders it. Next thing we know, he's put in a single man cell and hangs himself. Here's the thing. The trip van did not sign in and we did not record the plate number. The guy in the green dress, military uniform, in the back of the van, according to the tower guy who let him through the gate. You guys, I'm shaking right now. But I think they should switch him out. H-Ham. Here's also a little thing about this, which is in the prison that he was supposed to be held, you're supposed to have 2 prisoners in each cell, and they took him out before any of this happened, which is very, very, very guilty looking too. Oh, let me see what Ben Shapiro says. I usually like Ben. I'll look at what he's saying though.
That amounts to an actual conclusion to an investigation. They're going to be very upset today because it turns out that the DOJ and the FBI have concluded that Epstein didn't have a client list and died by suicide, according to a memo detailing the findings obtained by Axios. Now, again, does this put to bed like all inquiries? Of course not. People can continue to speculate as much as they want. And I think there's still open questions here regarding how did Epstein make his money? Right, that's a very serious open question. And
I agree with that question, first of all. So far, he hasn't said anything I hated.
Speculation for a long time was he made his money from blackmail. But the DOJ and the FBI, again, run by people like Dan Bongino and Kash Patel and Pam Bondi, are telling you, I'm not telling you, they're telling you, people who are members of the Trump administration, people you elected and put into these positions to get you the truth on this matter, are telling you that he didn't, in fact, he was not murdered. He did not keep a client list. And he did not blackmail powerful figures. Okay, right? That is the thing that they are saying, not I. They are saying this. If you're willing to throw that over and claim they're lying, then I'd like to see you present your evidence that they are in fact lying. Because I know Dan. I don't think that Dan Bongino is lying to me. I know Kash Patel a little bit. I don't think Kash Patel is lying to me. I don't think these people are lying to me. Which means that if somebody else continues to claim that they're lying, they ought to provide their evidence at this point. And now is the point at which the facts on the ground have changed. And so either you ought to shift your opinion based on the facts that have now emerged, or you ought to acknowledge that this was never a fact-based inquiry in the first place.
I mean, to be honest, this is not an opinion I generally would have hate or like for. Like, his point is he changed his mind based on the facts he got. It's not that he so easily accepted it. It's more like, oh yeah, I remember. He was critical of Trump for years. Yeah. I generally agree with Shapiro's takes. I do think this one is not particularly the right one this time. Like, I'm not saying he made an uninformed decision, because he obviously made one based off of his facts and ideals. But I'm just saying that I'm on the side that they're covering it up because they're doing such a shitty job at it that that there definitely is something even deeper than we know hiding behind it. And all this public pressure is good. But yeah, I get his point. I like him, but I don't always agree with him. That's kind of the same thing with what I'm doing with Trump. I like Trump generally, but I'm not agreeing with his decision this time, and I'm not afraid to like speak it out.